30 horses, the knight smirks, for the horse is worth just $10, and the old man regrets, wanting to hit the wall. His wife told him to buy a flying horse, and he impulsively bought a lazy horse instead. How is he going to explain this after 6 months? But little did he know, the wheel of fate just started turning. When he got home, his wife saw he bought this outdoor horse, and spent all their savings. She exploded in fury. Ted, how can our horse relax and chill here? You have to bring that horse back, however. It didn't end there, as Sandbert also wanted to keep the horse. Watching their united front, Mom agreed reluctantly, giving a 1-month deadline. If it still can't fly, it'll be sold. After all, someone's got to pay the bills. The next day, Bert set out to train the horse, realizing it's got the personality of a wild beast. It wouldn't let him get close, so Bert had a light bulb moment, turning his back and using food as bait. Finally, the little horse let its guard down for some snacks, and Bert named it Joey. They then went up the hill to kick off real training. Bert told the horse to stay put, and shockingly, it learned the command after just 2 tries. Bert tried calling it from afar at first. Joey was utterly clueless. To everyone's surprise, Joey actually got it, excitedly galloping over to Bert. From then on, wherever Bert, Joey raced like a transformer at his whistle. But happy days are always short-lived. At this time, the knight's rival just waltzed back in. He was the landlord, bitter and here to collect rent. They just bought Joey, but were short on cash. Dad, however, wouldn't back down and promised had used Joey to clear new land. The landlord set a harsh condition. They had to plant crops before October, or he'd take back the land and the horse. Dad felt humiliated and angrily marched to the stable. He was about to strap the farming gear onto Joey, but unexpectedly, the startled horse forcefully kicked him down to the ground. Dad lost it and grabbed the shotgun, ready to solve the problem, and Bert couldn't stop him. Finally, he slowly put the gun down. The next morning, Joey still resisted the farming gear. So, Bert strapped the gear onto himself, slowly approached the horse, showing that it was safe. Surprisingly, Joey seemed to understand this time and actually allowed the gear on. Then they ventured out to a barren plot of land covered with stones, but Joey remained rooted to the spot like a statue. The landlord hastily rushed over to ridicule them, and Bert was suddenly in a panic. Out there, Bert refused to give up. After a few hours of struggle, Joey finally learned to take off. But the soil was as hard as a rock, and they couldn't pierce the ground at all. Suddenly a downpour dispersed the crowd, but it brought hope for Bert, because the land soaked by rain became soft, presenting the perfect planting opportunity. With Bert's command, the plough dove into the soil, churning up waves of dirt. And it stirred up hope for the family's life, but suddenly a big rock blocked their way. Bert called for the horse to stop, but Joey charged ahead without a care. It sliced the rock in half, and the neighbors came rushing back to see the commotion. Having witnessed this horse that created a miracle, the landlord, still feeling dissatisfied, continued to make his snide remarks unceasingly. The landlord fled under the barrage of insults, and Dad felt proud watching his son work the land. After the rain cleared up, the neglected land finally transformed into fertile farmland. Bert collapsed on the ground, and Mom wiped him down with liquor, but he hated the smell of the alcohol. After all, his memories were filled with Dad either drunk or heading to buy alcohol. Mom didn't say much, but pulled out Dad's medals from his glorious days as a cavalry soldier. But he wasn't proud of that. He tossed those medals away after the war. Bert truly understood his father then, and vowed to make him proud. He aspired to be a cavalryman like his dad, and trained with Joey every day. Then he outpaced the landlord's dim-witted son's car, earning admiring glances from the girls inside. But good times never last. A storm rolled in. It washed away all the soon-to-be-harvested carrots. Now, the family's hopes were dashed, and war broke out as Britain and Germany declared war. The army needed war horses, so Dad tearfully sold Joey to an officer named Rocky. Bert rushed to plead with the officer not to buy him, but the deal was done. He decided to enlist in the military, but his age fell short of the requirement. Fortunately, Rocky promised to lend him a helping hand. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more humorous stories waiting for you.